真空
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to One Hit Combo. This is a nice little panel show where we discuss things like comic books, movies, all that other good dorky kind of stuff that we like to go about.
Where the fuck we want to talk about?
Well, today, my name is Koopa. I'm going to be hosting this little bad boy. And we've got the panel over here consisting of Mr. Don 3, Mr. System Psycho, and Mr. Josh.
What's up?
So what today's topic is that we're going to discuss our favorite 80s action movie. What we're going to do is we're going to give a top 5, starting from 5 to 1. Explain, and then after we give that out to everybody, we're going to explain why we chose them and debate it out. So hope you guys enjoy. We're going to go ahead and start with Don 3. So go ahead, give us your list, bro.
Oh shit! This list, it was not easy to do. It took me, it took me a couple of days, but I called my brother for a consultation, and we worked it out. For my top 5 that I have, we're going from number 5 to number 1. I chose Die Hard. Number 4, Big Trouble in Little China. It's my shit. Predator, Return of the Jedi, and Aliens. That's just me.
Solid list.
Yeah.
Very solid
yeah.
list.
All right. So my top 5, start with number 5, is Robocop,
Okay.
Aliens, Terminator, Predator, and Big Trouble in Little China.
All right.
All right. Mine 5 is Wheels on Meals. Number 4, Big Trouble in Little China. Number 3 is going to be Predator. Number 2 is going to be Super Ninjas or 5 Element Ninjas. And number 1, Die Hard.
Okay.
Super Ninjas, is that the with little kids?
No.
I think you're talking about 3 Ninjas.
You're talking
That's the 90s.
That's 90s, bro.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm going to be the unconventional one of the group. They already know this about me. I'm the one that always got to be a little bit different. Number 5 for me, Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Number 4, keeping in fashion with Eddie Murphy, The Golden Child.
Okay.
Number 3, Bloodsport.
Oh, no.
Number 2, Batman, the original jump with Michael Keaton.
Hey, that was my number 5. I was like, but I had to go with that.
My number 1 movie, action movie from the 80s, Predator. Had to give it out.
Okay.
Had to give
That's
it out.
actually a good list.
Okay, that's a good list.
That's a good list.
So,
Where
okay.
do we want to start, man?
You gotta tell me about this motherfucking element chain.
I want to hold on. Aliens. I don't know why the fuck that should be top. Aliens. You know what this bitch fucking did in the fucking movie? She went all the way down to the bottom of the fucking thing where the fucking alien was with all the face huggers just to go get the little girl.
That's
and she
true.
had 15 minutes to get the fuck out of there.
True.
All right.
So, and then after she does that, then she burns the fucking, kills the fucking nest, shoots it with the fucking grenade launcher, fucking sets all the shit on fire, makes it to the top with no fucking bullets left. Gets in the fucking joint, gets the fuck out of there, place blows up, and you know what? Fuck it, just roll the credits. But no, gets to the fucking Sulaco ship, and the fucking queen grabs Bishop and makes twins. Splits them in half.
Start spitting out milk.
Yeah. That shit was crazy. It was like squirting out. So then she had to fucking fight the fucking alien queen who got on board. I don't see how the fuck she got on that shit, but she got on that motherfucker. So then she goes in the back, grabs a fucking mech suit.
Yeah.
Fucking screaming at the little fucking girls like, get away from her, you bitch. Rumbles this joint, hits him with the pimp slap with the fucking hand, rumble the joint was spitting his teeth and everything, throws the fucking joint down the fucking bottom of the airlock shaft. And then that's not it. She still got a fucking... Yeah.
He campaigning.
So then she has to fucking open the airlock. So she climbs on the top, the fucking alien grabs her fucking leg. Yeah. Bitch has to lose her fucking Nikes to get away from this bitch. Kicks the fucking bitch, blows out the fucking airlock, and then she pulls herself out the fucking shit before she don't get sucked out in the fucking story. Fucking beast. Beast.
All right.
I agree.
So,
Man, I agree.
Fuck that shit, dog. Like, oh, shit.
So
Sigourney Weaver went, salute you, man.
my rebuttal on that, though, is this. Aliens was in my head, that was going to be on the list. That was going to be high up on the list, and it didn't even make the list. And I'm going to tell you why. If it was a sci-fi movie, it's definitely in my top 5 sci-fi movies.
It's
of
an action
all time.
flick, though. It's action.
It
Look at
takes
Colonial.
an hour and 10 minutes for the first action scene to hit,
You
though.
gotta,
Like,
but you had to find out what happened. She was in space for fucking 50 years. So you had to fucking find out what happened. She lost her daughter outgrew her and died. Then come to find out the place where she was at originally got fucking attacked by fucking aliens, so she had to go back and deal with it.
I'm gonna say this. I didn't see Aliens until I got older. Like I was
The second
I
one?
was no, I saw the first one. I never saw the first one until I was
The
probably
first
a
one
teenager.
was stupid.
He's talking about the
shit.
Oh, you talking about Aliens
You
too?
talking
I
about
never never saw any of the Aliens until I was a teenager.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But so I just wasn't as enamored with it as I was with some of the stuff that I saw
I
in
ain't
the 80s.
enamored with this movie.
But I would say I kind of have to agree with Josh. Like
Yeah.
it just took forever for any of the action.
I mean,
action
and
stuff.
I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's in my top. It would be in my top 10 favorite movies of all time,
No.
like without any like genres or anything like that. But
Nope.
as an
No, sorry.
action movie, dude, I'm sorry. You gotta get into that action really
No.
quick for me to put it in.
You
my
gotta have
top
action
five.
within the first
In my-
25
in
minutes of
my
the movie.
first- In my
dog.
first top,
For real?
yeah.
I
for it to
think
be
so.
a-
If it's an
for
action
top-
movie-
for it to be top 5 status of action movies.
What happened?
If somebody ain't got their ass whooped in the first 30 minutes of an action movie, something is the fuck wrong.
I don't agree with that.
Something is
That's
fucking
not
wrong.
bad.
No, because as soon as the fucking alien showed herself, it was action all the way through.
That's true.
All the way through.
Right, it was action. It was action like going into like the last hour of the movie. I mean, that damn movie is like almost 2.5 hours.
But that's an
long.
hour of action.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's
And the
like,
thing
But
is,
you had to
though,
sit
is
through
that-
an hour of bullshit to get to that.
but that's what.
It wasn't bullshit, but it was
Dude,
storytelling.
But dude, that's not bullshit storytelling because you have to tell the story. If you just have straight out action, people are gonna complain about the story was bullshit and it was just nothing but action.
No,
We're talking about the best action movie. We're not talking about the best movie with the most action in it. We're talking about the best action movie. And like
But to me, that
this
wasn't the
movie
best
was like
action movie.
like dude, you look it up. This movie like is like 98% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't
It's like
give a
I mean,
like-
we're not
it's
saying
like
it's not a good
regarded as,
movie.
like one of
Rotten
the best.
Tomatoes
No one ever
said
said it
But
wasn't a
that's
good
what I'm
movie.
saying,
We're
but
just saying
it's-
it's not a
but-
very
but
good
it's-
action movie.
but it's-
Oh my god.
But it's like it's an action genre, so it is an action movie,
I
and
always
it's
thought it
highly
was sci-fi.
regarded as one of the best action movies. It's an action movie, and it's
All
one of the best
time.
movies.
All
Storytelling
time.
and action. You don't have to have like
I said,
straight up action all day.
See, but that's what I'm saying. For me, we're talking about personal list.
Exactly.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
And
I
I'm saying
understand,
this,
I
and I'm
understand.
saying that when I put my list together, the reason why Aliens didn't hit
Is
is
because
because
it
it was an
didn't.
hour.
Cause you
and
couldn't
10
wait.
minutes.
Cause you couldn't wait an hour for the shit to jump on. Look, that shit had Colonial Marines in that joint. Michael Biehn was off the fucking chain. Fucking Bill Paxton was off the fucking chain. Fucking.
So
even
you gonna
goddamn-
watch an alien? You gonna watch a Wolverine movie and wait an hour and 20 minutes to
Fuck
see
no,
Wolverine pop the fuck out?
I wouldn't watch a Wolverine movie if you fucking paid me. That fucking movie was stupid as shit. I didn't like none of the X-Men movies.
So you gonna watch a movie? You gonna watch any other movie for an hour and 20 minutes? Wait for the main protagonist to actually pop up and for shit to pop off.
Yeah, I want
every
to
single
find out
movie.
for that. For Aliens, of course. I'm gonna fucking stick and see what happens.
I'm saying I'm giving other examples. Saying, okay, you're not gonna sit through a Wolverine jump. You're gonna sit through any a Terminator jump where you don't see the first Terminator for an hour and a
I
half.
wouldn't sit through no fucking. I mean, with the
You see the first Avengers movie. You don't see actually Avengers Assemble until 2 hours into the movie.
I would wait to see that though. For Avengers, I'll wait 2 hours to see the action because I'm a fucking comic book fan.
Yeah.
Shit, that better be one fuck of a story. Guys. That's all I gotta say.
Look,
Shit. Thor better be swinging some little
No,
fucking
I
hammers
agree,
in that
man,
bitch.
dog.
That's all I fucking know.
Aliens is top notch, dude.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, but
I
this is
get-
all
I get
personal,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
it. I'm not doubting it as a movie. I'm just telling you that I get that you put it as your number one. It's up there for
Yeah.
you. You were so passionate when you just gave us the whole background
No
story.
bull,
I
you
mean,
just
this
told us.
lady-
You gave us cliff notes. Now.
Exactly. But I mean, at the same time, I'm just saying. I mean, like you can be as passionate as you want to about it,
Not
but
gonna
I'm just
change
saying the
my
reason why I
mind,
didn't
bruh.
make my top 5.
It's all good.
I
It's
couldn't
all
wait-
good.
I
It's all
couldn't wait
good.
an hour and
Don't
10
worry, dog,
minutes on
dog,
it.
dog. Don't worry, man.
Now, see, I was actually expecting my list to get chopped up by y'all.
Oh,
No, we haven't gotten to your
Yeah.
list yet. We haven't gotten to your list yet.
Well, what other movies? All right, so you want to know about this 5 element?
Yes, what is this 5 elements?
So what is it?
All
So I
right.
never got a chance to watch it.
Okay, so basically, I'm not gonna give you the
Cliff
The
notes.
Don, don't give us the
No.
Don Cliff notes.
Right, I'm gonna
give us the
I'll give
real.
you I'll give you the thing. So it's a kung fu movie, a martial arts movie.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be in
Chang
all that.
Che, who was the actual director who did like the One-Armed Swordsman, who
Okay.
did basically all the like top-notch movies. You got the Brave Archer series, the Flags of Iron, basically everything from the 60s and 70s that was like big. Five Deadly Venoms.
Yo,
Okay,
classic,
so
classic.
this is the same director. So the Venoms, who is the group that makes these movies,
Yeah.
he did movies all throughout the 60s, all throughout the 70s. The 80s, he only made 3 movies. One of the 3 movies that he made was 5 Element Ninjas. Okay. And what the storyline of it is it's just a straight up revenge movie. So
Nice.
2 clans are warring against each other. It starts off with just fighting off the jump. Okay. And then so what happens is that one of the clans brings in a samurai.
Okay.
The samurai comes in and he basically loses a fight. So when he loses the fight, he commits suicide because that's the way that it goes, right?
Yeah, okay.
And so
Coward.
so basically a challenge is laid down on that clan that they have to represent to fight these ninjas, from Japan. Well, these ninjas are of the elements. So you have 5 elements. You have wood, water, gold, fire, and what the fuck was the last one?
The tree one, right? The wood. Oh,
What the fuck is golden element though?
Fuck it.
Fire,
What happened to earth and water?
Either which way, I
Fucking
mean,
Power Rangers.
Even heart, nigga. Shit.
So either which way, you have these things, and they all have the powers of these elements. So they come up through the ground. They have all these things. The weapons, the martial arts choreography, everything is so on point in this movie.
This is in the 80s?
It's 1982.
Yeah, it's early 80s.
And you got to figure too that at that period of time, in it was a pretty decent, successful movie in the early 80s. It was one of those things at Black Belt Theater when Black Belt Theater was a big thing.
But that didn't really take
up.
off until like kind of the mid 80s.
Right, exactly. So at that period of time too, you already had in North America, you had Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
And Chuck
We're
Norris
hustling
was
shit out,
right. So at that period of
Chuck.
time, that was kind of taking over. But I remember when I saw that movie, I was just like hooked. I was hooked like from the beginning.
I've never seen it. No, I've never seen
it.
this shit before.
That's good action. That's a lot of good action.
I've never seen it.
It's good, and the thing is, it's action. It's literally action from beginning to end, and even parts in it where you feel like it lulls. It's like there's a little bit of a break, and then it gets right back into it. So
I've never heard of this movie before.
Because I mean, when you watch it, it does look kind of 70s,
got, like, the
though. You know
subtitles?
what I mean? Like it looks.
They
old
got
school.
the dub.
Yeah, they got the dub.
That terrible. You have caught against my father. I seek revenge.
So what do you got, man?
I mean, Aliens, Terminator. I mean, Robocop was actually my 5th one. I don't know. Did anybody say Robocop?
Fuck no.
What? Are you serious?
No, you know my son always shows me at the end where he shoots the guy at the window.
Oh,
he's
they're doing that.
He's like,
I mean, that's
terrible.
Dude, the action in that shit was sick.
It's kind of like the same when the dude
It was-
from Die Hard goes out the window.
But that one actually looked better.
I actually wanted.
It was
I
like they
wanted
didn't
to
even
put
try
it
to.
on. I wanted to put RoboCop on my list, and honestly, the only reason why, like, there's a couple things in RoboCop that really stand out, like when the guy from that '70s show, when Red and all of them dudes fuck up RoboCop and start blowing him away and shit.
Yeah.
They fucked him up.
That's
insane. I was actually watching it the other day. I was
It's
like,
like,
I remember watching that as a kid,
catching
and I was
bullets.
shook. I like remember just watching it and be like, "Holy shit, that was so
Yeah,
real."
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like thinking that. That was
You
like
know what I like
the
about
real shit.
RoboCop? The guy who crashed into the fucking the radioactive tape.
Get
The
out of
fucking
here.
fingers are always down like this.
And fucking Red's driving that car and he like runs into him. The guy's like lobbing on the street.
The guy was like, "Help me! Like, get the fuck away from me!" I love that part.
RoboCop is a great. It's a great movie. It's
Not
a
top
great.
five,
It's a great.
Not
timepiece,
top
but it's
five.
not-
Oh
it's
my
not top
god,
five.
dude! RoboCop is like, sorry, that was like one of the most popular like franchises ever. Like even into the 90s.
It's not real. He can't even run.
Dude, come
can't
on.
run.
That
It
has
was,
nothing-
it was,
but the
it was
action
over. It was over after RoboCop 2, though.
Okay, that's true. I get it.
Let's not
What's
talk
wrong with Jay?
like
What
that.
But
was
it was
that
still popular though. Dog. Like,
Oh, yeah,
what-
of course.
dog.
You know, I like Ed 209 too.
Okay, that's what.
I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
wouldn't
like
put
it,
in
dude.
top five.
I feel like it has some of the best action when they go fucking fuck up that gas
Drop
station.
your weapon.
Exactly.
Turn the shit off.
But the thing is, though, is that RoboCop's slow though.
Chunks
I know,
You know what I
That shit
mean?
was dumb.
Like the way that he.
Come
I'm
on.
not gonna say it's dumb. And they were driving. What kind of car?
So
they
does
driving?
So does Terminator, dude. Like
What?
He walks slow too. When he's a robot, it's still badass.
I honestly think that the Terminator might move a little faster than RoboCop.
Yeah.
When he's human, for some reason, Arnold walks faster. But when he's a fucking robot,
Sarah Connor.
you don't fuck with
No,
Terminator.
I like
dude?
Terminator
Oh my
2.
God,
I didn't even care. I didn't care about Terminator until I watched Terminator 2. I didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't like it. I'm sorry. I'm not a Terminator fan.
I can't agree with
I
that.
can't agree with that either.
Terminator.
That's
I put
classic right there.
Terminator 1 is.
That
that's
Terminator
the one.
actually made my honorable mention list. I was fighting
The
with
first
myself.
one,
to
right?
put it on.
It
Yeah.
didn't make honorable mention.
Come on,
Didn't
dude. When he
make
goes
it.
inside a police station and kills everybody in that shit.
Now the thing is though, is that we're all going in on each other, and you're getting away unscathed. Beverly Hills Cop 2 and Golden Child over 48 hours in Beverly Hills Cop 1.
That's true.
How in the fuck did that happen?
I like Beverly Hills Cop 2 more. I'm like,
That's
the only thing I
exactly-
like about part 1 is when he got thrown through the window.
Yes,
That
yes.
shit.
The
had
whole
my-
fucking story, and the whole fucking Wonder World and shit, and the whole
Yeah,
fucking fights
that
in
was
Wonder World. Was that 1-3?
That was.
Are you sure?
Oh,
Yeah.
3
That was.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah, Beverly.
That was dumb. They shouldn't have made
Part
that.
1, that was when they get on that, at the end, when they get on that big mansion complex and have that
There
fucking
you go.
crucial ass shootout. That shit was fun as fuck. That was a funny ass part of that.
You
movie,
like
and
part
it
1
was-
more than part 2 was off the fucking chain. God, I fucking love that movie, man.
Part 2?
part 1
No.
part 2.
No.
You know what? I haven't
No.
seen Beverly Hills Cop in a minute, so I can't say shit, dude.
Really?
It's been a long time since I've seen it.
I mean, for action comedies, that's Beverly Hills Cop.
It's one of the greats.
That might be on my list.
And
of
that's
the top action
I
comedies.
probably when I was younger, I watched more of the action comedies versus more of the straight action movies. Now, like I said, I love Predator. I saw that when I was a kid, and I was obsessed. I saw
Right.
Terminator as a kid, and I was obsessed. But yo, this and the fucking Golden Child died. No, the Golden Child is legit. This man had to fight everybody in that movie. He had to fight
Brother Noomsid!
my sweet brother Noomsid.
Brother Noomsid!
That did it for me too. I'm sorry, that shit one of the favorite.
It
lines
was
in
no,
the whole world.
but see, I wouldn't put it on my list as action. It was more comedy to me.
True.
I mean, he was in the
Yeah.
airplane.
He did have a lot of action though in that movie. Though. He was fighting ninjas at one point, dog. Come on.
But top 5 going against
And
like
they got Egg Chin in
Predator.
that, Egg Chin in that joint too.
The thing, but the thing is,
Egg
like,
Chin was in it.
I'm not. I wouldn't put Golden Child in my top 5.
Nah.
Let's get that
Hate on
straight.
me,
Let's get
hate
that
on me,
straight right
whatever.
now. But I can see where it comes from because look, we both had Big Trouble. We all three had Big Trouble in Little
Oh, for
China.
sure.
Yeah, you got that.
It wasn't. Big Trouble in
What,
China
Big
wasn't.
Trouble in
It
China?
wasn't.
I've never seen
It was
I
in
still
the.
haven't
It was.
seen
It was in there. It wasn't. It was locked in.
But-
Big Trouble in
no,
China
it
was locked in.
How was that
It
the
was
fourth
too,
one,
but-
though?
I was just wondering
but
where it was
consi-
gonna be on each of
but
y'all lists.
But considering how we all feel about that movie, I can understand that.
Yeah.
But you know what sticks out to me in The Golden Child, and it's one of the funniest fucking parts, is when the kid's sitting there and that one like Neanderthal looking motherfucker is sitting there and fucking with him, and he rolls that Pepsi can.
Yeah.
And then he turns that Pepsi can like into like a little like claymation looking like
Yeah.
robot thing, and that motherfucker starts dancing and shit. Dude, for some reason, that shit looks like the beginning of Pee-wee's Playhouse. And that shit, that is like that's the one part of that movie that I remember watching it and be like, what the
random
fuck
shit?
just happened there? Yeah, no.
That's a random ass pick, man. I'm not gonna.
But hey, you gotta give it up for Batman though. Batman is
Okay.
And you
Yeah.
know what?
I mean,
Batman was
Batman's
that
alright.
Batman was
Yeah.
in my. It was number 5 for me. You know what I'm saying? But I had to think about watchability. The only reason why Batman made my list, it wasn't because of fucking Michael Keaton. It was because of Jack Nicholson. That was the only reason why I even made my list. But I'm like, okay, Die Hard all the way through. Action packed all the way through. This motherfucker's running through a building with no shoes on.
He went common elevator shafts,
everybody.
fucking through
Correction.
air
He went
ducts and
into the
shit.
shit with shoes
Shoes
on,
on,
and
and
he
walk
took them
out.
off.
Walk out with
in
no
the-
shoes on.
And a tank
You just
top.
dropped
Yeah,
Sonic. You
did
just
he?
dropped
He had
Sonic,
what? He had on
dude.
the like 70% of the movie. He had on khakis and a tank top
Yeah.
that was ripped up.
When he threw that chair with the fucking C4 and it blew the whole building up, I was dying, dog.
That's right.
He blew the whole fucking building up.
And Carl
John
Winslow
McClane
was
don't
on
give a
it.
Winslow,
fuck.
yeah.
Well, on my list, it was on nobody's list. I put Return of the Jedi. And
Actually, that was on my honorable mentions list.
To me, is that like? I don't see that as action again. Like,
So you put that
You
over
see, it's
Empire
sci-fi. I
Strikes Back?
understand it.
for sure,
Really?
without hesitation,
Wow.
without hesitation.
The movie with the Ewoks at the end, you got over Empire Strikes Back. Fuck Ewoks.
I like Ewoks. They help.
Ewoks
They
are our
help.
generation
Wait, okay.
of Jar Jar
But
Binks.
look-
Let's get
Which
that
one
shit
is this?
straight
This is my
right
third.
the
That-
fuck
that's
right
the third
now.
one. And it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason why I picked Return of the Jedi is of sentimental value to me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Gotcha.
Like, okay, because when I came up in the '80s, we had VHS. You know what I'm saying? So that was all we had.
We had Betamax.
we didn't even have.
Hell yeah, we had that.
Rich people had VHS before they had. Remember
My dad, he
Betamax?
had-
We had VHS till like '93. Bro.
Remember the Betamax? You had to hit the button, and that motherfucker used to come
Yeah.
up like that. And you'd have to feed the tape in. The tape was only like that.
Actually,
And you had to close it, like bring it forward to close it. Yeah, I remember that shit.
But for Return of the Jedi, It was the only one we had from the Star Wars series.
Okay.
So me and my brother will watch it. We could watch it right now and we could say every word verbatim for that movie. I love the movie. It's the action's off the hook. I mean, I loved it better than Empires. I watched Empire Strikes Back.
Wow. You know, I don't know much about Star Wars, but I do know that people like the second one. They consider that one the best.
Empire Strikes Back to
fuck,
me is the best movie.
Son, you might get a lot of slack for saying the shit.
I don't give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't give a shit. Return of the Jedi was my favorite by far.
Wow. Nope.
By far, out of all the Star Wars movies.
Well, I already told you, I don't
like.
like Star Wars. And
Yeah,
Return of the
I'm the
Jedi
same
is
way.
the only one of them that I actually
I'm
like.
offended right
That's
now.
funny. I mean,
Star Wars
I'm a
was
huge
shit.
Star Wars fan, and you know what's funny about this too is that maybe I went too different into when I was compiling my list, but the reason why I didn't go with Star Wars, I didn't go with, and I like Indiana Jones. I know a lot of motherfuckers.
He's on my list too, bro. Last Crusade, baby.
Indiana Jones.
Last Crusade.
Hell yeah, that's my shit, nigga. Just like you. That was the one. That was the Indiana Jones movie I had all the time. Watch that shit.
Last
consistently.
I watched
that
it.
shit is vicious.
I already
The
know.
Temple of Doom.
That's what I'm saying.
My job is complete.
Dude, me and Trey always talk about this shit at work.
Talking about?
Temple of Doom is by far the most entertaining one, dude. I'm sorry, dude. That is my favorite.
How?
So go,
Shit.
but going with I'm
You probably like the
what I'm
Crystal Skull
saying.
too, don't you?
Nah, I hate that shit. That
Okay,
shit's
I was-
stupid.
With
What
what
you
I'm
fucking
saying,
saying?
with
Go
what I'm
ahead.
saying on this though is
Oh.
that I didn't go with Star Wars, I didn't go with Aliens, I didn't go with
You should have.
Indiana Jones.
and I didn't go with Indiana Jones just because I guess that for me I was like really thinking like straight
Yeah,
action
I know
Yeah,
what you mean.
I understand
And
that.
those are like
Yeah,
blockbuster popcorn movies
so,
type
no,
of
but like
thing.
you got Indiana Jones. Like Indiana Jones has action in it, but
Yeah.
it's more about the adventure in all
Yeah.
of them. Even Temple of Doom, Raiders of the Lost Ark, which are my two
It's about him
favorite.
finding the
I
whatever.
don't,
Indiana
I don't
Jones, he
hate,
was
I don't
whooping
hate Last
ass in that
Crusade
joint.
like they do,
I
but
don't like- I
it's
hate that Last
it's
Crusade,
definitely
dude.
not
I
up there
fucking
with the
hate
other
it.
two in my
You
opinion.
said,
But
I had that shit on
You,
VHS.
and look, hold up. Temple of Doom, he hit this guy. It was like pat, pat. All he do was slide across the ground. He slid this motherfucker, dog. Oh my God.
Can I live, bro? Can I live?
What they do was taking out people's hearts, dog. Oh my
What's
God.
funny
man.
though is that I didn't
Oh,
put
man.
those type of movies in. Now what's really funny though with the Batman thing, I'm not gonna lie about this. Batman, I'm with you on this.
Right.
Jack,
That's it.
Jack Nicholson was great. Michael Keaton.
No, he was fucking amazing.
Yeah,
He was
no,
funny as it-
there's no questioning.
No
Do you know?
question,
You
bro.
know personally, more than I watched that movie, I listened to that motherfucking soundtrack.
Oh man. Hey, yo,
Prince, baby, Prince.
my father had that joint. We playing that shit front to back all the way through, man. That was a good
That
album.
soundtrack is ill though.
That was a good
So,
album.
so to me, if we were doing movie soundtracks, Batman would be on that fucking list.
Or
but-
Last Dragon. I like Last
Oh,
Dragon
Last Dragon
soundtrack.
soundtrack. That's funny as shit.
Well, what else did you guys have on your honorable mentions list?
All right, I picked.
Temple
okay.
of Doom was one. I
I got Temple of Doom. I got Tango
Tango
and
and
Cash. I got Lethal Weapon. I got Bloodsport. And I got
Bloodsport.
Batman.
Oh.
Tango and Cash all fucking day.
Yeah,
Man, I
dude.
love that movie. The,
But see,
the
I
dynamic
got
between
my
them was awesome.
I got my
man.
list because of watchability of what I
Right.
would watch.
Yeah.
I can put in Die Hard and watch it. I watched Big Trouble in Little China before I got here. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Predator. Always. And the reason why I like Predator so fucking much is because it still holds up to today.
Yeah.
Because it didn't go anywhere else. It stayed in the
the
jungle.
fucking jungle.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't really see the vehicles like that. It just
Man,
Yeah.
You know what I
Predator.
laugh so hard about with Predator is the most unnecessary scene of the whole movie,
what's that?
which is
The one-liners
when
are
the
awesome.
when the dude when the dude's in the jungle, right, and he's with the girl, and they see the Predator. And the eyes are glowing.
That's
And
the
then
best part.
And then the eyes go off, and it goes into the woods, right?
turns around.
and they go, and they shoot for 4 straight minutes. Absolutely fucking nothing. And blow up
No,
all
trees.
and blow up all
no, that was
woods.
the best part. You see how scared that motherfucker? Dude, he picked the minigun up, and before it could touch like this, he was already shooting that
That's
joint.
the best part.
That's
That's the
the
best
best
part is
part.
when
Yeah.
Jesse Ventura gets murked with that fucking thing right through his chest
Yeah.
and hits the fucking
Nah.
ground.
Yeah.
Arnold didn't even ask questions in that scene. He just showed everybody was shooting. He
Grenade
started
launchers,
shooting.
everything was going on.
Arnold kills me in that though, and you get the two like best one-liners back to back: the stick around and the knock knock. And knock
knock.
That shit was so on point. Yeah, I mean Predator had to be. That was number 2 on my list.
That was
number 3 on my
Predator.
list. I
Predator
love
was
that.
locked in. It was not even a question. It's on the top 5.
Oh yeah,
what I'm saying?
absolutely. Yeah, I mean for honorable mentions for me, Lethal Weapon. I mean, I love Lethal
I do
Weapon.
too.
The first one
Yeah,
was
that's on my list
was
too.
Yeah.
Absolutely awesome. What?
What?
I'm alright with the lethal weapons.
Oh,
They're-
man.
I'm, you know.
You talking about
whatever.
Endo at the end?
I
with-
know. I've seen them.
know
I grew up with them, but yeah.
You know what other one? Y'all might
Alright.
laugh at this, but Rambo First
Blood
Blood
Part 2.
Part 2. That motherfucker
Yeah.
takes out 2 armies.
Yeah,
He
dude.
hits a fucking dive while getting shot at. Motherfucker hits a SWAT
None
dive. He
of
goes
us-
like this. And
nobody
then
said
fucking
that.
out in like little splash. He would have got like 10s
I
in the
love
fucking
Rambo
Olympics.
First
on
Blood.
that.
I'm actually surprised that wasn't on anybody's
Yeah,
list.
that
I
Rambo
know.
was not even on my radar.
What?
At all.
He doesn't even like
I
that.
thought about it one time, but
That's
I was
crazy,
like,
though. Yo, would you
This
consider...
dude shot a crossbow he shot a fucking bow and arrow at a fucking helicopter and it blew up. Fuck out of here with that
That's
shit.
the 80s, though, man.
That's the, yeah,
Yeah, that's
the
the... But look, check it out.
He hit that sweet spot, bro. He hit that sweet spot.
He was like,
He shot Ricochet at the perfect point to hit sparks to
Get the
go off
fuck
into the
outta
gas
here.
tank.
You got a
fuck outta here.
problem with that, but then this motherfucker in Die Hard, which is my number one, motherfucker blows up an elevator shaft of like the equivalent of the fucking Twin Towers with some bullshit like a fucking chair. He MacGyvered the fuck out of some shit, kicked it in the elevator shaft, and basically blew up the whole
love
fucking
that
elevator
joint, man.
shaft.
Oh my god, I love that. I was laughing when he blew that fucking shit up.
Oh
So
my
you can
God.
suspend disbelief in that shit, but you can't suspend disbelief in the motherfucker shooting an arrow at a
I
helicopter.
can believe
Get the
he
fuck out
fucked
of
that whole middle building up. No, but come on.
Ramos.
You believed it too. Oh, he got
Yeah.
a bow and arrow and shot the fucking
But
helicopter.
it is an honorable mention, though. It's not on the top 5. I mean, it's still a good
It
movie.
didn't even get
you know.
honorable. It didn't
I mean,
even
How about
mention.
Commando?
Oh, fuck.
I like
I didn't
Commando,
think about
but
it.
top
Let
five.
off
Oh
some
my
steam.
God,
Get the
dude.
fuck out of here.
Commando's got
Get the
some
fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Fast forward to
I like
It's got the
Hey,
one-liners. It's
Yeah,
got the
it
fucking
does.
action. Dude, I fuck.
Commando's
Hey,
is an honorable mention?
It's an honorable mention.
No one said that Masters of the Universe, though.
Nah, fuck that
That movie.
I like that joint a little bit.
I just said that to provoke a
Was it
response.
you that
Honestly.
I like that joint a little bit, man.
Hold on.
shit. That movie fucking
No, I
sucks,
get it.
dude.
Oh my god.
It's one of the worst movies ever.
I hate the X-Men franchise as much as you do, and we hate it for very
I like
similar
Masters of the
reasons.
Universe more than I like the X-Men franchise. That's
The
what I'm
Masters of the
talking about.
Universe, He-Man's got 5,000 motherfucking characters, and they made up their own shit. They put a fucking troll in there. They didn't even give you Orko. They
Fucking
made
Luthor, man.
some made-up motherfucking
That's
troll.
Luthor. I don't know who the fuck he is.
God, dude. And then you get Blade. You get like the fucking worst characters. And
Hey,
then
you see that? He had like a little thing that came up right here.
Yeah. And then the thing is, you don't even get the best parts of Skeletor.
That's true.
Skeletor was great because he used to fucking clown people. He used to clown all his minions, dude.
Nah,
The
man,
laugh,
I
dog.
think
Yeah.
Frank Langella, he knocked it out the park with that joint, man.
Now we're talking too much about this shitty movie. Let's
Let's get back to the good one. Let's get back to the
Yo,
good one.
You're right.
What do you guys consider about like Rocky 4? You consider
Fuck that shit.
What? You consider like that? Dude, that movie is fucking sick.
You know what I liked about Rocky? Is when Drago was beating the fuck out of him. That's what I liked about that movie.
Oh,
Is that if he dies, he dies.
that
That's my
shit.
shit.
You know,
I don't know if I
I
consider it
fuck
really
with
an
Rocky.
action movie,
I
though.
fuck the Rocky.
Do you
4.
consider it action?
Not really. I mean, I love it to death, but I mean, I don't know if I
That's
consider it
one of
really an
my
action movie.
favorite fucking.
Oh
80s
my
movies.
god.
That's an honorable mention for me.
I just know that I put it
I
this
would
way.
never watch Rocky.
If Rocky.
What?
I would never watch no Rocky.
If Rocky-
I've seen them all. I don't
Come
like
on.
them.
I know I'm gonna be in the minority on this, but you know how like if you get Rocky 4 on the TV,
Okay.
and Rocky 3, I'm on Rocky 3 all
Oh,
day.
really? With Mr.
Fucking
T?
Clubber Lang, dude.
Okay, I mean,
Clover Lane.
yeah, but
Honestly, I like all the Rocky movies. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know about the
even that
fifth
shitty ass fifth one, I had a
Nah.
soft spot for.
Nah, I don't fuck with that one. All right. Now, let's get on.
Hey,
to
I
big-
laughed when Mickey died.
yeah.
Though.
We
Cold-blooded
probably gotta
niggas,
get this shit rolling.
Well, let's get,
Next topic.
let's get on Big Trouble in Little
Yeah.
China
Okay.
because all three of us had that. What was it on your list? Number 4, right?
Number 4.
It was number 4 on mine.
It's number 1
You
on
had it
me.
on number 1. So why don't you explain why you have it as your number 1?
To me, I feel like okay, Kurt Russell was probably like as Jack Burton was one of the funniest guys. All right, so that movie not only has action, martial arts, it's funny as shit, and it's over the top 80s to me, man. Like, you know, motherfucker, the dude inflating himself and explode
He's
himself.
not gonna stop!
When fucking
when Thunder gets like,
yeah,
all
when Thunder's
puffed
getting
up
big,
and
when
blows up,
fucking Wang and was it Lightning, where they start fighting in the air, ching 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 ching.
Oh, and you see all like the neon lights
Yeah,
up in
the
the
neon
background, and
lights,
it's all like going.
like-
That's like so.
See, this is
That's
all
what
new
I'm
to
saying.
me because I've
So
never
then-
seen this.
And then
Oh my
What? You never seen Big Trouble in Little China?
We've discussed this before.
dude, and then fucking Lopan's little watcher, the thing that floats with the eyeball. Dude, that shit is so 80s.
When that
man.
watcher comes around and they're like, oh,
Yeah,
my
dude.
God.
the Guardian.
And then
Guardian,
the
yeah.
fight scene in the alley where Jack Burton and Wang are in the truck, and then all these guys start coming, and they're like, oh, they're watching this shit, and the action just happening, dude.
when the three stones came out,
That's what I'm saying.
my
That shit. You go,
this dude flips in the middle, cries like, "Aya!" to everybody. Nobody did nothing.
You know what? I feel like the kid that was not invited to the birthday
Oh,
party.
Oh, man.
Lopan.
Hey, Jack
Dude.
Burton, this dude was with a tank top. He had jeans on tucked in his boots. And he was
Christ.
badass.
So to me,
God.
like when I think of 80s, that is like the most over the top
I love
80s
that movie, dog.
Like to me, like Big Trouble in Little China should stay in the 80s. Like it should
Yeah.
never be remade in today's modern time.
Man, you know what?
You know what I mean? So
You
that
know
shit
what?
should just
So-
stay.
You know what?
So
No.
what do you
It's not gonna.
What do
I
you
don't think.
think
I
about
don't
the-
think something like that'll translate well.
Well,
Like throughout
Yeah.
the
They're
No,
saying
because
Rock is-
because you know the dude, they'll probably try to dig more deeper into the story than needs to be done. It just told out a flat out story. You knew that Dave Lopan was trying to
Yeah.
find the
bride.
agent, the bride with the green eyes and all that stuff. But I don't know, man.
It's one of the best movies. What are you gonna
Dude.
say?
I mean, The Rock's looking to remake it. So what do y'all think about
Nah,
that?
Man, fuck that shit. I like The Rock. I like The Rock. I'm a big wrestling fan. I'm a
Right.
big, huge wrestling fan.
Yep.
And I think Rock's this is a movie that you don't
Yeah.
fucking touch. It's like, what's the movie? Casablanca.
They
Are
touch
they gonna
everything.
remake Casablanca?
Shit. Watch in 10 years they'll have remakes.
They-
I guarantee
and
it.
it's like the reboots are not working. They're not working at all.
That's because they can't think of anything else to fucking do. They're fucking
Okay,
uncreative.
okay. Total Recall reboot. How was that? Was that good? No.
I might be the minority.
Robo-
I think that was okay. That was alright.
I didn't even watch it.
Okay,
Yeah,
it
I
was
didn't watch
okay.
it either.
It looked good. It looked good.
Okay. What's the other movie?
Mad
Most of
Max?
the time when shit is
Mad
rebooted,
Max
I
is
have
good.
Mad Max reboot.
most of the time when stuff is rebooted, I have no want to watch it, so I just don't bother.
But Mad Max was done
But
really
they
well.
they rebooted RoboCop.
Oh god.
I still haven't seen that, honestly.
Don't see it.
Yeah, it wasn't
It's
good.
dumb. It's
It
dumb.
wasn't good.
They had
Yeah.
like
It's like I
they
never
had-
watched the reboot of the fucking Ninja Turtles, that Michael Bay bullshit.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I didn't even bother.
That was
Yeah.
okay.
I don't
That was
know.
okay.
Michelangelo smashed the fucking truck in half
was
with his
funny,
fucking
though.
show.
It was
It was
entertaining.
Michelangelo was funny.
There's certain movies though that like for like the time period that you shouldn't get it outside of that time period.
Yeah.
You know,
Back to the
because
Future?
Yeah, like
I
Back
feel
to the
Back to the
Future,
Future is one of
Gremlins,
Gremlins.
Goonies, like those
Goonies.
type of movies, and Big Trouble in Little China. Those are like those ones that are like time, like for that time. Because, like going back on what I was saying on my list, like Wheels on Meals. That was my
Jackie
number
Chan.
5, the Jackie
That's a
Chan
good
movie. A lot of people are going to. I already know a lot of y'all out there are going to say, "What about Police Story? What about Drunken
Police
Master
Story.
2?"
That's just tight.
And the thing is, they're great movies. But when I think about the '80s, right? First of all, these motherfuckers had like 12 members only jackets apiece in this movie. There's in fact one scene where Jackie Chan is sneaking into like the enemy like
Yeah.
area, and he has a members only
Only
jacket on, and then the next cut, he's wearing a new members only jacket. Like it was like he changed like
Trying to stay
jackets
fresh.
like in there.
So yo, don't they usually have someone that kind of checks out for that type of shit and make sure that stuff like that doesn't happen? You know, like isn't that what people get paid for in Hollywood? Like,
Some of that shit slips through, man. You never know.
yeah, that's not supposed to. Though. Like, shit, how much money these people get paid?
I
I mean, it was in the 80s though, man. You didn't like how this shit like they got right now, putting 50 million to a movie.
No bullshit.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean basically all I'm trying to say though, guys, is like, you know, when I was compiling my list, I was just really trying to focus on things that encompass the 80s.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's why I made my picks. I mean, yeah, there were some movies I could have swapped out here and there, but
I mean, I have the same thing. Like I said, like I had a couple on my honorable mentions list that definitely could have been on the list to begin with.
But
So.
for me, I pick movies that I know when I put that in, that's it.
Yeah, no, I can sit there and watch that movie all day long and it doesn't
It's a
matter.
wrap.
right, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess that's a wrap for us today, guys. Go ahead and please like, share, and subscribe. We're going to be doing all types of stuff on this channel. We're going to be covering comics, movies, cartoons, music,
Yeah.
pretty much anything that we really want to talk
Or
about.
like if you guys have suggestions, just leave topics.
Yeah.
Just in the comment section below.
Exactly.
Like we're willing to like do whatever, honestly. talk about whatever we're into. So.
Exactly. And also, if you guys agree with any of our top 5 picks, or if you have any different picks that you'd like to let us know about, or, be like, yeah, y'all should have picked this. Y'all motherfuckers is crazy. And, just let us know. So, again,
somebody's gonna say that shit.
I know somebody's going to say it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, here we go already. We got one already. But yeah, guys, thanks a lot for checking us out. Thanks a lot for checking us out, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Peace.
One.